Sir Elton John's love life is far from quiet, and it was even depicted in his wild biopic, Rocket Man. The legendary rocker, born Reginald Kenneth Dwight, burst onto the scene in 1962 and has lived almost every moment of his adult life in the eyes of the media. Middlesex-born Elton grew up in a working-class background with his mum Sheila Eileen, but the singer has previously said his dad, Stanley, was sealed off from his music, adding, "Was it homophobia? Was it fear?" Sir Elton had publicly came out as bisexual in 1976, with many of his close friends claiming that they had known he was gay. The star has had his fair share of heartache and breakups over the course of his life, and we've delved into the archives ahead of his Glastonbury performance. Linda Hannon, Linda, a secretary, was Elton's first proper relationship after becoming engaged in the late 1960s. She is also mentioned in his song, "Someone Saved My Life Tonight," after she discovered Sir Elton with his head in the oven with the kitchen window open and the gas knob on low. However, their romance wasn't to be, as Elton called their wedding off just weeks before they were set to say "I do." "We were a month away from the wedding when he drunkenly woke me up and told me it was off," she previously told the Mirror. Steamy affair. Shortly after ending his relationship with Linda, Sir Elton found himself in bed with his manager, John Reid, with whom he lost his virginity with. The pair met in 1970, with John telling the Evening Standard that Elton was a dumpty balding little guy, but he appeared to have the hots for the candle-in-the-wind singer. Shortly after Elton's first American gig in San Francisco, the pair started Elton's first gay relationship with Taron Egerton portraying Elton and Richard Madden playing John in Rocket Man. Over the course of their romance, the pair moved in with one another in London. Reflecting on their relationship, Elton told the Mirror, "I was a virgin until then. I was desperate to be loved and desperate to have a tactile relationship. When they tear their clothes off in the movie, that was how it happened. It was in San Francisco." He recalled being relieved and relaxed after having what he said was normal sex. Sadly, the pair split after 5 years. Renate Blau, German sound engineer. Renate often remains private about her relationship with Sir Elton, who she met in London back in 1983 while he was perfecting his album, Too Low for Zero. The pair quickly hit it off and became incredibly close friends before Renate joined Sir Elton on the Australian leg of his Too Low for Zero tour just 1 year later. While out having dinner at an Indian restaurant, on February 10, 1984, Elton popped the question and the pair went on to marry in a lavish ceremony at Darling Point in New South Wales just 3 days later. Despite being on their honeymoon, which most married couples see as the best stage of their marriage, Renate claims she attempted to take her own life in Saint-Tropez. It came after Elton allegedly told her that he wanted to end their marriage. Their relationship officially ended when the pair divorced in 1988, but Elton has continued to praise her and described her as the classiest woman I've ever met. David Furnish. Fast forward to 1993 and Sir Elton met advertising executive, David Furnish, with the couple instantly hitting it off. Just 1 year prior to their meeting, Elton told Rolling Stone magazine that he was quite comfortable about being gay. The couple chose to keep their love life away from the prying eyes. At the time of their meeting, Sir Elton said he wanted to meet new people but instantly fell for David and thought it was a new territory as he had his own career without relying on Elton. In May 2005, The still standing star proposed to David in front of their close friends and family at home. However, same-sex marriage wasn't legal in Britain at the time. But by December of the same year, things were heating up as they entered a civil partnership on December 21 following a ceremony at Windsor Guildhall and blame one of the first same-sex services in England. Despite previously being rejected from adopting a young orphan from Ukraine, David and Elton welcomed their first son, Zachary Jackson Levon Furnish John on Christmas Day back in 2010. Shortly after Zachary's birth, Elton cut his umbilical cord before he had skin-to-skin bonding with his dads. Just 2 years later, on January 11, 2013, the couple welcomed their second son, Elijah Joseph Daniel Furnish John via the same surrogate mother. Almost a decade after proposing, the couple announced that they didn't feel the need to marry after legal marriage for same-sex couples was legalized in the UK. However, they did state that it was important to take that step following the amazing change. They went on to marry in a small ceremony on their Windsor estate on December 21, 2014, with the likes of David and Victoria Beckham, Ozzy Osbourne and Ed Sheeran in attendance. Both Zachary and Elijah acted as the ring bearers for the big day. Elton recently announced that he would be quitting touring in order to spend more time at home with his loved ones.
From above, now take